and told her that she's going to have a child, or told her husband. He was a priest by the name of Zechariah. And he couldn't believe it. He said, my wife's too old, you know. She said, that just can't be. And the angel told him what he would be, that he would be great in God's sight. He would be a prophet. And he would come in the power of Elijah. And he would turn the hearts of the fathers back to the children. And he couldn't believe it. And the angel said, you will not be able to speak no more until it happens. Yeah. Now, I believe the reason that he shut him down where he couldn't talk, because he would talk himself and talk to Elizabeth and stop the move of God. Did you know sometimes we stop what God is wanting to do in our life by running our mouth? See, because we don't understand something and we think we know it all, and we just open up our mouth and speak against them that God has sent to us to open up our minds to reveal truths to that would cause the supernatural to start happening in our life. Yes. See, the seventh time, in the seventh time, the sixth day, the seventh day, I'm telling you, things are going to start happening.
Yes. Yes.
And they was trying to figure out a name for this child because Elizabeth, his wife, hid herself for 5 months. How many knows 5 is always the number of grace? Because grace was about to come to the people, because Jesus was about to come on the scene, and he had to have a forerunner. I'm telling you, Jesus is about to make himself known, but he's got to have a forerunner. Yeah. Bro, we got to run with this message.
Yes, sir.
So she's hid herself. And they was wanting to name him. Now, Zechariah was a priest, and really the son should have been, in the line with a name that would be fitting to him, because his father was a priest. And they was wanting a name to it. But whenever he was born, and they was trying to figure out the name of it, God opened up Zechariah's mouth. Yeah. And he said, no, his name should be John. Because the angel had already told him his name would be John.
Yes.
See, this is already prearranged. And if sometimes you just don't, if you don't understand something, keep your mouth shut, because God is doing something, and by you running your mouth, it will stop what God is doing.
Yes.
When God got the children of Israel right on to cross over Jordan with the leadership of Joshua, and the Lord spoke and told Joshua to tell the children of Israel to march around Jericho 6 days. Once every day, walk around it. And on the seventh day, they were to walk around it 7 times.
Yes, sir.
Now something's going to happen after that last revolution.
Yes, sir.
But listen to this. Joshua commanded them that they not to speak. Not to speak until I give you the say-so.
Yeah.
You don't speak. For a week, they couldn't open their mouth. That'd be hard on some of us. To go a week and never open your mouth. Did you know that reason things don't happen is because we open up our mouth and negate the things that God has already said by us saying contrary to what God said. And we negate the blessings. Instead of the blessing, we get the curse. Because we open up our mouth. Because they never do anything with what they hear. It's like the children of Israel. They never mixed it with faith. You got to mix it with faith. If you mix it with faith, you're going to be saying what God is saying. Or if you don't say what God has said, just don't say nothing. Just don't say anything. So for a week they couldn't speak. And they saved their voice until that time. That Joshua said, when we go around this thing 7 times, he said they're going to be 7 priests, and they're going to have the shofar, the trumpet, and said they're going to, when you hear the blast, when you hear that loud blast, and they had the Ark of the Covenant there. See, this is our covenant. But we have to use our voice. And that's the reason you need not to just take your mouth and use it for all kind of other stuff. And whenever he commanded them, he said, when I command you, you do not speak and say anything. For a week. All this week you can't say anything. While we're marching around here, you just can't open your mouth. Because we're going to save that voice to that last sound. Because I want to tell you something. I know you don't hear much talk about that, but sound is one of the most powerful things. Sound. God's sound.
Yes.
God uses our voice to make a sound. And all of them together, when they heard that blast on the shofar, when they sounded, and they're all their voices together, they hadn't spoke in a week. It all resonated so loud. It was like a